BeTerrific, official coverage of CES 2017.
Welcome back to the Las Vegas Convention Center in Las Vegas, Nevada, on the grand balcony, in the grand lobby of the Las Vegas Convention Center. This is your live continuing CES 2017 coverage of CES. This is the 50th anniversary of CES, the 50th year, 1967 it started, and I've got a very special guest joining me now, Mr. Jim Barry. How you doing,
Nice
Jim?
to be with you again, Michael.
You haven't been to every single CES.
No, I haven't.
But nearly every single one.
I was
And
just a boy.
There used to be 2 a year, so you've been to
Yeah.
54 of them.
You're absolutely right. My first show here, you're right, the first show was 1967 in New York, then moved to Chicago. Then there were 2 in Chicago, and then 1 in Chicago, 1 in Las Vegas. The first one here was 1978. My first show here was 1979. It was a much smaller show.
Wow, 37 years ago.
Right, right.
And now you have over 3,500 vendors.
Yeah.
How many people, though? This is the biggest show ever.
Yeah, this is going to be the largest ever. Attendance, it'll be about 170,000 again, but the square footage, over 3,800 exhibitors, and somewhere around 2.6 million net square feet of exhibit space. That's like 45 football fields.
Wow.
As you and I know, having walked a lot of this, and you walk a lot of it during the show. So it's the biggest trade show in North America. It's the biggest tech show of any kind in the world.
Over 20,000 steps a day I've done so far
Yeah.
since I've been here, which is pretty remarkable. I love this show, but it really is the Super Bowl of shows,
Yeah.
not only the tech world, but
Yeah.
of shows in general,
Yeah.
and you guys treat it like that, and you do a great job.
Yeah.
The CTA is a wonderful organization,
Right.
welcomes us into their home.
Yeah.
You're looking at a live look of Central Hall here behind us, of the lobby, the grand lobby of Central Hall, Samsung's booth right below us, and it is just phenomenal how this show has grown
Yeah.
and grown in excitement, and it gets better and better every year.
Yeah, yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And really, it reflects the growth of technology. This is a $287 billion business in the US this year, and it's everything. You know, when I first came to this show, it was in Central Hall, and that was pretty much it. And it was basically televisions and hi-fi and stereo. That was pretty much it. But right after that, you had the home video boom, the VCR. You had the home computer boom with the Apple II, and then the IBM PC and all the clones. And there were probably a couple of dozen different types of computers back then. And then you had the telecommunications revolution when they deregulated Ma Bell in the mid-'80s. So that's really what started this growth. And then about 20 years ago, we started this transition to digital technology, so that now we have the Internet of Things, the Internet of everything that can be connected. We see a lot of that here at the show.
Which is amazing. I mean, I could set the coffee pot right now to make a coffee for me in our little green room, and then between interviews I can go grab my cup of coffee. That is tremendous, and that is what's making life more convenient and better. But what was new in 1967? Because I was thinking, what could possibly have been new in 1967? And I thought maybe it was indoor plumbing.
Now, indoor plumbing was a little earlier than that, but 67, some of the newest technology was 8-track tapes, cassette tapes, and color TV. They still had a lot of black and white TV at that show in 1967. So when you think about it, that's really a reflection of how that kind of started to grow. But the VCR, which was introduced at this show in 1970, the Betamax was introduced into stores and homes in 1976, and the VHS VCR in late 1977.
The last VCR was produced in 2016.
Right, right.
Done. Isn't that unbelievable? We don't use videotape at all anymore. The great Warner Wolf's line is completely antiquated. Let's go to the videotape.
Well, when I saw that announcement, I had the same reaction that a lot of my friends did and said, wait, they're still producing video cassettes and video cassette recorders?
I was surprised too.
Yeah, and they said they sold 150,000 last year.
Well, if they did, I don't believe it, because if they did, why would they stop making them?
Yeah, well, maybe not making any money on them, but
that's a good point.
This is the electronics business after all.
It is hard to make money off.
I remember in the early days coming to this show and the predictions every year for about 3 years. Oh, this year we're going to sell 750,000 VCRs, and they'd sell 400,000. Oh no, that'll be next year, and they'd sell 600,000. And then it hit and took off until we were buying 20 million a year, until the DVD player came and replaced the VCR.
Right. And now we shoot footage and watch footage on memory and sometimes just straight to the cloud. I mean, we're live here.
I know.
We're live. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't need to put in a tape to watch this or a memory stick or anything. You just have to have an internet-enabled device.
Exactly, exactly. So, I mean, and these are things that have happened in the last 10 or 12 years, and the pace of change has picked up, so it's at warp speed now. One of the best examples and one of the hottest things at this show is a reflection of one of the hottest products last year, and I'm talking about Alexa from Amazon and Google Home, Hey Google. So you have the combination of voice recognition and artificial intelligence is what this is.
I love the Alexa. I
Yeah.
got to tell you something. I spoke on a panel at CTA on voice control for home automation, and
Right.
I think for two reasons it's the great playing field leveler for home automation because now anybody can afford it and assemble it.
Right.
And it has finally unified all these different products because
Yeah.
before you had 10 apps you had to open.
Right.
Now you can walk in and go,
Right.
Alexa, turn on the lights.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter that they're Philips Hue. And then you can say, Alexa, turn up the temperature. It doesn't matter that it's a Nest.
Right.
And you can say, Alexa, make me a cup of coffee. It doesn't matter that it's a Mr. Coffee.
Right.
Like, that's the great unifier, but also it makes life so much more simple because you don't have to use your hands, you don't have to open an app, you don't have to do all
Yeah,
these things,
yeah.
and it's affordable. I love Alexa.
Well, what you just said, those are the keys to products taking hold and becoming mass market items. They got to be easy to use.
Yep.
They have to be affordable, and they have to do something that people really want to do.
So then where does that leave VR? Because there are a lot of people who really want to do VR, but there are a lot of people who are indifferent to it. And I think VR is here to stay. Last year, a lot of people said, oh, it's going to be a fad just like 3D. I said, absolutely not. And my reasoning was because you don't have to wear a headset to enjoy VR.
Right,
You
right.
can use a mouse and click around the screen. You
Right.
can use your phone and move the phone
Right,
around.
right.
You can use your finger on a tablet.
Yeah.
And so I thought or you could just watch it like regular video.
Yeah.
I thought that's why VR would be here to stay. I don't know that I've seen enough progression in VR in the last year for me to say that, but it is mainstream. It's in Walmart, it's in Target,
Yeah.
it's in Best Buy.
Right, and a couple of things about it, and it has some applications, it certainly has commercial applications.
Yeah.
Cruise lines, real estate folks, you can see what a place is going to look like. And you really have two things, virtual reality, which can be very inexpensive when you slide a smartphone into a very inexpensive headset, or virtual reality with plugging one into either a PlayStation or another video game console or a PC, but then augmented reality. Think Pokemon Go, where you can, which combines physical reality, you and me, with some virtual object or character.
And I think that's the thing people are the most excited about, mixed
Right.
reality.
Mixed
They got
reality,
the augmented and the virtual.
Right.
Jim Barry, thank you so much for joining us. I
My
wish
pleasure.
we had more time. I
Yeah.
could talk to you all day. Congratulations to the
Thank you.
CES
Yeah.
event and the CTA for 50 years. Thank you so much for having
Thank
us.
you.
You're such a great team.
Congratulations
such great
to
people.
you and your company. You're doing great stuff.
Thank you.
Right?
And,
Yeah.
and I got to thank Robbie and Pam Golden,
Oh, yeah.
who are wonderful, who work behind the scenes to
They're
make
the
this
best.
happen. The best.
best.
You're the best
Yeah.
too.
Thank you.
You all are phenomenal.
Great.
We'll be back with a whole lot more coverage right after this. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked right here to Be Terrific.
Be Terrific, official coverage of CES 2017.